Hopes for peace in Afghanistan appear to be slipping away as the Taliban stepped up attacks against Afghan security forces after the end of a brief ceasefire on the occasion of Eid al-Fitr in May. However, the United States is making continuous efforts to help restart the stalled intra-Afghan peace talks. Recently, U.S. Special Envoy for Afghanistan Zalmay Khalilzad met Afghan President Ashraf Ghani and discussed the commencement of Afghan peace process this week. Our report. Ahead of the crucial intra-Afghan negotiations, U.S. Special Envoy for Afghanistan Zalmay Khalilzad held talks with Afghan President Ashraf Ghani in Kabul on the commencement of Afghanistan's peace process this week. According to President Ghani's spokesperson, Khalilzad and President Ghani discussed the required practical steps ahead of the start of the intra-Afghan negotiations, the terms for the extension of a reduction in violence, the unofficial ceasefire, and the commitments to the Afghan peace process by the international community and neighboring countries. This recent visit came a day after Pakistan's Army Chief of Staff General Qamar Javed Bajwa, who visited Kabul this week, held talks with President Ashraf Ghani and Abdullah Abdullah, head of the High Council for National Reconciliation, and discussed start of peace efforts and Pakistan's role in the process. They also discussed that how the soil of either country should not be used against the other. However, in order to move from conflict to peace, a clear and well-defined relations between Pakistan and the Taliban has to be formalized in the Afghan peace agreement, as the countries are marred by deep mistrust due to Pakistan's long-standing ties with the Taliban.
The present government in Afghanistan does not trust Pakistan. In fact, it considers Pakistan as part of the problem. Taliban is being financed and equipped by ISI. It gets political support from Pakistan. Pakistan wants Taliban to rule Afghanistan so that Pakistan can have its own say and regain the strategic depth which it has been looking for in Afghanistan.
Disagreement over the Taliban's demand for the release of 5,000 prisoners has also blocked progress towards resolving the conflict, in which Pakistan is considered a key regional player. But now, the Afghan government plans to complete a Taliban prisoner release to pave the way for peace talks with the militant group. President Ghani told in an interview that 3,000 Taliban prisoners have already been released and additional 2,000 prisoners will be freed within a short period as part of the US-Taliban peace deal. Taliban political spokesman Suhail Shaheen tweeted that the prisoner released by the Afghan government so far was a positive step and marked good progress. Zalmay Khalilzad, who negotiated and signed the deal with the Taliban, hailed the progress in the prisoner swap. In a series of tweets, Khalilzad also welcomed the Taliban's announcement that they were ready to enter into peace talks, saying it was a commitment outlined in the agreement.
I don't think peace will return so easily to Afghanistan. Pakistan wants Afghanistan to win turmoil. If at all it wants the present Afghan government to be replaced by the Taliban. That will take time. Therefore, to ensure that the talks between Taliban and America do not fail, Pakistan has moved in Jaish-e-Mohammed and Lashkar-e-Taiba into Afghanistan. It is now planned to use these two terrorist groups instead of Taliban. Pakistan ISI has also teamed up with other splinter groups operating in Afghanistan, like the Islamic State in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Islamic State in Khorasan province, and certain offshoots of Al-Qaeda.
Peace looks still an elusive dream in the war-torn nation as the scale of violence has significantly increased in past few weeks. According to the Afghan government, The Taliban has carried out an average of 30 attacks on the Afghan security forces each day after the Eid ul-Fitr ceasefire. Consequently, American forces conducted 2 airstrikes on Taliban fighters to foil the militant group's plan to launch attacks on Afghan security forces in a move that could hurt the peace process. The US and the Taliban signed a deal in February that paves the way for American and foreign forces to leave Afghanistan. However, both Kabul and Washington are unsure and uncomfortable over the question whether peace will definitely return to the war-torn country once the US Army departs.
The chances of peace returning to Afghanistan are very bleak at present. Pakistan, which is a major player in the area, is not at all interested in bringing peace to Afghanistan. It wants the state of flux to continue, though it's interested in America to leave so that thereafter it can help Taliban to secure the seat in Kabul through force. And it knows that the Afghan forces will not be able to support or will not be able to fight Pakistan-supported Taliban. That is why it's just buying for time and waiting for America to leave. But situation in Afghanistan will continue to be in turmoil till such time Taliban get firmly in seat in Afghanistan, which Pakistan desires.
The continuous surge of violence by Taliban is suggestive of an unchanged stance and strategy the Taliban despite all the talks. And this escalation in confrontation between security forces and the Taliban means a further deterioration in the security situation of the country, divisions and damages to the peace process, and the dream of return of peace that has remained elusive becoming unachievable.